Hello and welcome to another gameplay review on the Virkayu gameplay channel. And in this one, I wanted to go over some Rek'Sai. Why? Because she is eternally strong. It's incredible how versatile this champion is. For a champion that in 2019 was in the gutter, garbage, trash, useless, unplayable, they gave a couple of quality of life buffs, shifted her ultimate nicely, and all of a sudden she's been good ever since. And we've been through a lot of farming metas, yeah? A lot of farming metas. Season 10 and 11 were dark days in the jungle once they buffed those, reduced the jungle clear timers. And Rek'Sai, you would have thought as a ganking jungler, maybe she's going to struggle with this. She didn't. She still found a way to survive. You know why? Because the amount of clears that this jungler can do, it's beautiful. She can full clear, she can 3 camp, she can wolves grump blue, she can wolves blue grump, gank. Whatever you want to do with this champion, you can do it. And I wanted to cover her in this meta because once more, the meta has shifted. And once more, she has one of the highest win rates. Now, obviously, given that there is an increase in health, given that there's an increase in resistances, doesn't really matter when we have true damage bite on our E, but also it means that Conqueror is going to be a bit more typical, a bit stronger, excellent ward. He suspects, but it's too late. We know what you've done, Mr. Graves. We know what you've done. And it's not just Twisted Fate. But he's gonna go obviously here to this side, or we can go here for the level 3 gank to counter gank, but that would be really dumb. Really Season 9 gameplay, actually. But as we watch top lane, you can use Electrocute and Hail of Blades still. It's something I still prefer, but Conqueror is really gonna have good value, especially you get 80 ratios even if they're nerfed, and put it onto a champion like Rek'Sai with that ultimate. It's beautiful, it really is lovely. So we're gonna basically know this, we see this, down he goes. We do the solo blue side start into the bottom side of the map, and we know Graves is gonna probably look to cut short his clear, potentially. I mean, I have seen Red Raptors, Grumps, Graves clears, but it's not really something you would normally see and focus on, is it? But at this point, the Rek'Sai has to be cognizant of the fact that this is a possibility, especially with the push. But we're gonna keep our eyes up, yeah? You keep your eyes on the map, you're watching this while you're doing your red. There he goes, he shows us 17 CS, he cleared the ward to 4 camps plus 1. And now we're gonna rotate to this with our 5 camp as well, no leash. And, you know, I would have liked to see, and I do like to see a bit more proactive jungling in terms of cutting that off, but this is perfectly fine. We do get the bite, we are forcing the flash. Can the red buff do it? I mean, we have flash if we want, but there's a lot of people in front of us. Nautilus, my son, my protector, he does it. Oh! the flash prey seeker. Almost. If you could hit that, that was juicy. So the Rek'Sai is putting us up in a bit of a precarious situation here. We're gonna kite back. We got the Fury healing a little bit as... I mean, you had one job, Jinx. Just don't step up. Rex in the meantime says, you know what, that's fine. I'm low, he's low. I'm gonna use my tunnel and go and quickly snack that crab. And Graves, no way. And that's why I love this champion. There is nothing that stands in the way of a Rek'Sai when she really wants to win the game. It's all about passing, it's all about mind games, and it's all about using angles of approach and just coming out on top. But really, nice play. Not a huge fan of the solo 5 camp, especially if you see what Graves is doing. You can kind of predict it, but we'll stick with it. Now the Graves, on the other hand, this 4 camp in it clear is... We don't want to be doing that, you know? If you can imagine the leader of the Gungans shaking his big cheeks and making that weird noise, Big Daddy Boss Nass, you know, that's fine. But he's cutting it short to gank bot lane because there's something happening. I do like doing Grump first. No joke. I basically always do Wolves Grump no matter what side of the map I'm clearing now, because that means I'll get another Grump sooner. And the blue is safe. I mean, because Grump gives me resources back, if you're a mana user, imagine being a mana user, you know, then that's great. And of course the cooldown, but now he's forced to go down here instead of basically saying, well, here's the blue, I can take it afterwards. And then this will be up again right after the Wolves. Better experience. Now top lane moves. Gwen hits the plant, we see that, obviously. Nautilus moves to the mid lane, and... support gap in chat. And obviously, if she moves on down here, we can expect some vision. Let's have a look. I like this ward. If you're a top laner, if you're a support, that ward there, very good. Really good protection, if you're on that side of the map, but also very good aggression. So, big fat man goes in, nice knock-up, stunned, Gwen is immune. We don't have flash anymore. We don't have our E because that cooldown is absolutely monstrous. And Gwen escapes because that champion needs those nerfs that are coming as soon as possible. Tuesday, she's getting nerfed. Bless be to Odin, because good grief, honestly. Still good in the jungle, by the way. Still very, very good in the jungle. So for a little bit of a good, high-tempo early game, Rek'Sai tried to get a lot of things going, but didn't, and that's good. There we go. Check this bush always. If you're jungler, check this bush and check this bush. Now, you would have seen the Graves on the minimap, so we basically go, well, you know, might as well just repeat gank top lane. Gruggy Ice is going to hold it. Gwen should not use her ult there. Just save your ult. Can we? Actually, wait. Did it work? Did the slow actually work? Never mind. What do I know? No, 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 she dies. Tank it. No. Oh, calculated. Calculated. So there's a lot of reactive results-based thinking where we can kind of go, yeah, good plays. The Gwen did use her ult. Obviously, the slow is nice. I didn't think it would have that much impact. Honestly, I thought she would actually die before she... I thought she would die first, and then she could just save her ult for the next player. But hey, she almost got away, and excellent tower dive. That's why I really love the increased tower damage. That was significantly more butt-clenching than it would have been in the past. And I hope they don't nerf it too much, or they revert that nerf in the outer turrets next patch. Whoa, good flash. Oh, Ari. Almost said Jinx. But it's a good flash. Wait, my bad. Excuse me. I apologize. That always happens. They roll swap, and then I forget about it. And, yeah, okay, so Graves is hanging around bottom lane here way too long. Kiana's going to show up and say, yes. 3 kills. Charm does hit, though, but we should be I don't think we're going to be fine. Wait, maybe we are fine. We are fine because it's Kiana. You see? I don't even know anymore. Because of all the resistance and HP increases in the tower damage, I'm also relearning what the limits are when I watch these games, and these players really get up to speed quickly. So, okay. I think we all knew, actually, we were fine. I'm being a bit hyperbolic and overexcitable about the possibilities of Kiana dying, so I apologize for my subpar analysis in those mechanical situations. But in the meantime, if Graves wants to spend 18 years of eternity, which is weird way of, that doesn't mean anything, on the bottom side, you know, go ahead and take his red, take his raptors, and in a coaching session just last night, I had a player just focus too much on the Herald, you know? The same kind of thing happened, and just went and focused on the Herald, and took that. But that's fine. But top is Prio. You could just take his experience and deny him and get a huge lead, make a good gank, and then take the Herald with an easier play. Obviously, we have an ultimate here, you know? So now we can do this, deny the Graves, kill the Gwen, and now if we wanted, the Herald would be significantly more free because we have top lane able to rotate should we need. We have top lane getting solo experience and getting an advantage. And bot lane really is the land of the clowns in this game. Which I suppose is, look, Kiana, again. It's amazing that this champion also will not die, except in Rek'Sai's case, we can celebrate the beauty within and beauty on the outside, because she is attractive. But Kiana is one of the champions where you cannot believe how she refuses to die and not be seen in high elo games. It would be nice. But, eh. Rek'Sai, you could look to finish off this quadrant here, but we've got 2k in pocket, so obviously we want Prowler's Claw getting buffed as well, and the good tech is obviously just snapping in like your Moors and your Death's Dance and your Edge of Nights. Black Cleaver also a viable option, and Graves says, well, I anticipate that all of that stuff is gone because I saw the Rek'Sai top lane with my red, and if he did actually go there to check, he knows, so I'll take this objective. Rek'Sai now to the bottom side. What can I defend? What can I do? Defend Ari. Ari goes over the wall. Charm misses, doesn't really matter. Kiana flashes away. I mean, that's worth. Ult plus a charm guarantees a flash. Ah, we have multiple people in our jungle, and now we cry. And you know, this is the thing where you can kind of say, well, what should I have done to not die there as Rek'Sai? I mean, if they sit still and doesn't activate your tremor sense, and you don't see it, and you kind of don't know where anyone is, there's not much you can do. So it's a good play by the support, and once more we can just basically say, support gap. Straight up, we can just say support gap. In our heads, though, don't type it, because we don't mean it. It's fine. This game is absolutely in control. Absolutely in control. We're going to go bottom side here because we don't want to focus too much on this vertical, this pseudo-vertical jungling that we have where Graves is controlling the bottom side, Rek'Sai is controlling the top side, and now we go back to the top side. We can, following the minions, the true heroes of the Rift, represent, unionize. You know, we want to kind of swap back so we can impact this bottom lane. However, at this stage, it's a Fed Kaiser, yeah? It's a Fed Kaiser with 501. And as you all know, I'm a big fan of Kaiser. I got a lot of points on her, but I play in the jungle. But if you're 501, you just do whatever you want, really. Super, super strong, because you have, as soon as you get Q evolve and multiple kills, That's it. Now, Graves does show bottom lane here, so this is exactly what the Rek'Sai wanted, to shadow this and be able to make a play here. Does go bottom lane for that reason. Graves shows later, but we get to go mid lane, 2.5 to 3 plates. Absolute perfection, and boom, goes the Herald. And Pyke now can become human and shadow the Graves. Gwen also comes down from the top lane. We're going to try our best to escape here. This is stuff you should try and pay attention to, obviously, with the rotations, but it's really... Excuse me? Well, that's not right, Graves. That's what we call an ego play, and why you throw games, and they all do this. Every single jungler in every single elo will make a play like this. The difference between me, you, and these pro players is they are so ready to capitalize because they're playing safe the whole time. They're playing intelligent the whole time. Now, the Rek'Sai's one death was just a good play by the Graves and the Nautilus to sneak in like little rats and then get into the jungle. And the rest of it, the Rek'Sai was quite reserved. Now, we actually do kind of want to take this because we have Flash, obviously. We have Conqueror fully stacked. Hello, good night. I mean, I don't think we had to ult, but I think if she's going to have dash ability up again, because Kiana, then it's better just to make sure you secure the kill. Don't save your ult for a blue moon. Don't save your Flash for the next coming of Thor. Make sure you are just killing the target that you're trying to kill, because her off the map gives Ahri time to shove, solo experience, take the tower. And now as friends, holding hands, after blue side, you could do this. If you're going down, you guys could do this. And go forking in the bottom lane. And there's a joke about that, but I'm not going to see it through because I wish to be monetized. Now, Rek'Sai sees this, finish the blue quadrant. Good plays, reward with camps, and then reward with plays. If you can't do anything else, the camps first. But it's not an exact science. It's really, you got to look at the jungle flow and high elo. When you do, good things happen. So here we're going to go and take this red as well. We have Pyke with us. Gwen is MIA. Nautilus is here. Kaiser's here. Plant gets hit again. But... okay. This is it. Counter jungling. I'm holding my breath because counter jungling leads to beautiful ganking angles. Alton 8, 9. Oh. Oh no, I think finishing the Krugs and then being a bit more patient would have been a better idea. Because the Gwen was definitely rotating to Krugs, but if you just let her get into the bush, you can save your E, and your ult should be up in 1 to 2 seconds, and then you can do that, of course, afterwards. So I think a little bit of patience here would have been beneficial. This is possible, but obviously everyone's now collapsing, and we do have a lot of gold. So let's go ahead, back to base, and buy some Warhammers and a pickaxe. We have our booties, as you all know, this room page, it's as beta as it gets. But I understand that those secondary pages are so good. It's actually fine. It's fine, but on Rek'Sai, as most of you know, we like to do different things. I've always preferred like an electrocute sorcery secondary page. I just prefer to chops people and take them out really, really early. That means to just obliterate them early and destroy them. Here we go. Hello, we know you, if you're timing the flash, which you should be, you'll know that it's up again. I had to check here, obviously, but in game, if you type it and they don't have any sort of summon a haste runes or anything like that, you can kind of track the flash. And Ahri, you see how the Rek'Sai goes, well, that's a dead play, I'm leaving. Ahri doesn't. Now, all Rek'Sai can do is control herself, not the Ahri. But we're 4-1-2, we're a little bit behind here, but we can, oh, that was absolutely, Her Majesty's clap, please. Her Majesty's clap. Whoops, sorry, I'm missing that, and there we go. Everyone in chat, make sure you comment a clap for Gragas. Not Gragas has claps, but, you know, clap for Gragas, because that was a beautiful body slam. And again, it's so damn important to play off of what your team are doing, good or bad. And if you make that right decision and use your own mind to have your own critical thoughts, you will carry so many games, even if the game state is negative. And if you go to the main channel video, I love how this always syncs up, you will see exactly what I mean. I just talk about why people throw these kinds of games. You know, if say Graves is ahead 10k gold and he throws, or say the game is equal now, and one of them makes a good play and one of them makes a bad play 20 minutes, why do you lose those games and why is it so frustrating? It's frustrating because it's on you. And yes, even though you make one mistake sometimes, you know, it is what it is. Really, it is what it is. If you are playing perfectly and you make one mistake and you lose, you take the responsibility. You go, you know what, I shouldn't have done it. I did it the other day too. I mean, it happens. We're human. But minimizing it is very, very important. Good ward again. We'll clear that. Obviously, the Herald is going to be snacked, so we're keeping our distance here, floating on the outside, not face checking the river, using good angles of approach, scanning. Don't go and hit it because you know Nautilus will hook you. This is brilliant, intelligent piloting overall by the Rek'Sai. And I'm actually pleased to show this as an example to you. And this is why she's so damn good, because she can do anything that you need her to do as long as the pilot is a jungle big brain. Which hopefully all of you are, yes? You should be, because you watch this channel. Self-promotion. That's my daily dose of confidence. I'll go back to critiquing myself and insulting my content in a few hours, as I usually do. Every video is trash. I can't believe anyone was ever helped from my videos. I'm so dumb. Not quite, but it does happen sometimes. You're not sure if the video is good or if you're making content that helps people learn sometimes, and that's always the goal. Good knockup again by the Rek'Sai, and then Graves is forced to disengage with the flash spell, committing flash spell. I do like the increase in Ghost. I do like the increase in different spells other than Flash. I think it's very interesting. I do think we could kind of go another direction because Flash is giga broken in terms of raw value. But champions like Zyra's and Jinx's and so on, we really need them to survive. And champions like Rek'Sai, with Prowler's Claw, you now have two tools, that's tough to say, to get into the backline and take care of business, you know? Right. But it's such a nice, easygoing game. I like it. You know, we're behind. Graves finally gets that, summons the Rift Herald, excuse me. He did get it earlier, of course. Can we trap you there? This is what we want. Can we kill the Kai'Sa? This is really the move we need to do. Beautiful. Stand still and die. That's, yeah. See? Gotta be really smart about that. That void on void crime. Bel'Veth will join the party soon. And nice rotation to the top lane. Excellent stopwatch. Make sure you swap targets while that's happening. Pyke actually shows up and exists because that's what he does. Gragas does work. Bless the fat man for taking the lead and the pressure we gave him and using it to be a contributing member of society. I think we can all agree on that. Now, as I made a video a few months ago already, geez, hit towers, people. And this happens in code. This is the same thing in the main channel video. People will do this and then go back and doing this. Hit the tower, push it. Take all this, get kills, push, hit the tower. Take all of this, push the towers. You gotta do it. Take all their camps too, of course. Of course. Right. Kai'Sa really wanted that, but no. Moment of silence, actually. That's impressive. Normally, there's not a lot of moments of silence in this video. Do we give? I think we give. Oh! We are in love with this Gragas. We add the multiple. I'm gonna find his name, and we're gonna add him on anyone who goes to Korea. You add this Gragas, and you say, Virkayu loves your top lane and the way you play. Keep it up. That's what we want. The match history, of course, will be linked in the description below. So, Dragon this morning, we reset to make sure we're in time for that. We have Death Dance completed. I love the Alpha. Oof! Oof, was that a 3-man Everfrost into the Rek'Sai combination spell? Beautiful target selection onto the Kiana. We will take those actions also. Exquisite. Now, you're seeing this team is making these plays, but if he doesn't, or she doesn't, excuse me, make the right play off of that, you're not going to be in a position to win these games, and Rek'Sai is always in the right position in this game. I love what I'm seeing. This is actually one of the best games we've seen recently in terms of intelligent pathing, jungle tracking, playing off of your team no matter what they're doing, good or bad, and thinking for yourself to get leads. 918, and as I was saying before that super turbo engage mega rocket stonks gaming play, the, well, we can't even say esports in French anymore, can we? Yeah, they're changing all the language. Esports is now an illegal term. You gotta say, I forgot it. It's so ridiculous, I can't even remember it. But we're going for the BF Sword stopwatch into the GA. I know we would like to use a stopwatch before we finish the GA, but it's not really necessary in this particular case. And that's because we personally are so far ahead, we don't really need to worry too much about dealing with anyone. I mean, we can one-shot and handle our business, but randomness could happen. If we make one little mistake, we get caught out by a Nautilus hitbox, which is, you know, wider than 3 elephants' trunks, and you die, you know, and then you can lose the game from that. So you want the GA to kind of, you might be able to kill me once, but you can't kill me twice. And I know I've said that before, but it's good to reiterate dynamic itemization and shifting towards what the game state is, you know? I do think we can float with the Baron. I don't like that we're floating too much with it. I think I would have taken camps on the way and kept my eyes up for it just to see what we could be doing, but if they're out of position, let's capitalize. Nautilus, of course, is trying to ward. We're going to use a Prowler's Call into the knock, into the charm, into the Pyke ult. That's now in full cooldown, so that was a little bit greedy, Mr. Pyke, but obviously Pyke players are the epitome of selfishness and greed. Them and Talon players. Now we have a TP coming forward. The Kai'Sa is trying her best to survive, but she cannot. Rek'Sai rotates to the fight. Everyone rotates to the fight. Virkayu rotates to the fight. Cast knocked back. 21-year-old Scotch in everyone's face. I'm sorry, he's a beer drinker. I'm a Scotch drinker. And beautiful cleanup. This game, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, my human beings, most of you, this is how you jungle to win. This is how you do it. And if you are a laner in this game, if you are Field or you play secondary role, and you have a jungler that's fed, make these plays for them. Because look, 269 Ari, 147 Jinx, 655 Pike, 407 Gragas. It's the Rek'Sai that's the main focus here in terms of carrying the game, but they are just making plays so that the Rek'Sai can do her business. And it's okay to say, listen, take the resources, take the CS, use the lead, let's win the game. And I think from a total League of Legends point of view, this is the dream, right? This is the absolute dream. Take care of your business as a jungler, get out ahead, make the right plays, good. But have teams that recognize your good work, appreciate it, and then play together to win the game. And I think it's so nice. This is so nice, right? Comment below, so nice. I'm struggling to think of other things to say, but we should have Baron. And basically we're looking for one more good fight. We're going into the Black Cleaver, obviously, as well. I mean, I don't think really need to worry about that at this stage, but the survivability is good. I would always go Edge of Night even. But yeah, this is all you're looking to do. Again, you can afford to be reckless. There you go, see? You can have fun with GA, and then you die, and then you're like, I'm alive again, and then they won't do it again. And now we can just shove down, and hopefully end. That casket wasn't perfect. Cask, rather. And charm into the traps. Beautiful comeback. Kai'Sa did not get a single other kill from that. She was fed and did nothing with it. Graves could have done things and did nothing with it. The Rek'Sai did all. The Rek'Sai is supreme, bowed before the queen, until by breath comes, of course. Thank you very much for watching. I enjoyed that. I hope you did too. I hope you learned something as well. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Volleyball guide in the description below. Patreon with coaching and coaching VODs in the description below. And of course, the main channel in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will see you all in the next tutorial. I'm going to leave that in.